Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, once again, we have some pickups. I said we've got some pickups. That's better. That's much better. So, like I said in my last video, I went to Guildford and I've managed to pick up quite a few things. So without further ado, we shall start with the DVDs as usual. So I've just completed the Wanted game today, and it's safe to say that it was an interesting game. The Wanted Weapons of Fate was definitely an interesting one. Didn't really like the colours, you know, it was all quite the same colour. In a game, I like there to be colour and, you know, to have a nice environment, whereas that was always quite dark. I don't know if that's just to go with the kind of setting of the game, but who knows. So, you know, with that in mind, and I was really on the way to Guildford, I started thinking about this, and because I haven't seen it in ages, I wanted to pick up the actual movie to see how that was. I haven't watched it yet, but you know, I'll bring that up in a future video, and you know, we'll see. But yeah, I mean, I thought about it on the way. You know, I'm gonna watch it. So there's that. Next up, we have Bad Education Series 1. Now this is something that, once again, you know, respect to my brother. He has watched this, and you know, he says it's very funny. I think I've only seen like one or two bits from this. Very funny. Definitely my kind of thing, and I really want to get it. I really wanted to get it, so you know, I noticed they had this, and then when I was there, because I normally did my stock checks to see, you know, what they had. So you know, there's always a reason to then go to that place to see what they have, to know what I'm going for. But then, to my surprise, they had the second one as well. So, you know, and because I know that this is going to be funny and I'm going to enjoy it, you know, I'm definitely going to have picked up the second one. So why not? Why not just pick them up both at the same time? So I really look forward to watching those. And then the last two DVDs, I've been trying to complete the DC shows. So the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover series of all of them. So like, you know, Arrow 8, Flash 6, Flash 6, yeah, and all the other respective series. So in Kex, CEX, whatever, they have Batwoman Series 1 of Season 1, obviously. Funnily enough, I'm actually surprised because this was only £6, and that's really quite shocking. Not in a bad way, but just in a sense that was like, I can't believe it's only £6. You know, this was amazing. You know, because again, I know some of the DC shows are cheaper than others. Like I know Legends is always probably going to be cheaper than Arrow in CEX and stuff like that. But no, I picked up Batwoman. It's only £6. Definitely worth it. It's a shame that Ruby Rose has now left this show, and I think they've casted someone else now as Batwoman. But no, it's a shame. You know, I think she does. You know, from just seeing her in what I've seen her in, it's going to be good. So I picked that up, and then in HMV I picked up the 5th season of DC Legends. So, like, I don't buy things in HMV, not because I'm a cheap guy, but just because, you know, you look at some of the prices and you just say to yourself, why on earth is someone going to come in and pay that price? So I'll give you an example. So if you've watched the Blade TV series that was on, that one series show with Sticky Fingers as Blade, you know, in CEX you can get that for like £2, maybe even less now, but in HMV they're selling it for £10. It's like, who really is going to go and spend £10 on that, knowing that they could save £8 by not buying it in there? It's like, it's crazy. You know, and there's so many other things that I would, you know, not buy in there. And I've only bought in HMV when I really, like, there's no other way to get it, or it's like, in terms of it's cheaper there than it is online or something like that. But with this, CEX sell this for £12, and in HMV it was £12.99. And since they didn't have it in Guildford's CEX copy of this, so I said to myself, I'm just going to get it in here. You know, save, doesn't matter about the 99p. You know, at the end of the day, I needed to complete them, and now I have. So now I can watch the DC shows. I can watch the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover. So I'm really excited about that. Really happy that I completed them. Right, moving on to the games now. PSP once again, and yeah, again, something I wasn't actually looking for. someone that wasn't already on my list, and that was Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops. Now, this game, from what I've read on the back, I haven't read everything on the back, but I've just read the bit where it says, you know, after the events of the third one. And since I've only ever played the first one to completion, obviously I need to play the other ones first. So again, I've broke my rules again. Silly me. But anyways, so, you know, so in comparison, because I was thinking of like the Metal Gear Acid ones, because I think there was 2 of those in total, I think. 2 of those? I think it was 2 of those. But, yeah, so they said something about it, but saying this was like, you know, return to form for like the way the others were, like the first 3 games. So I'm really looking forward to playing this indeed. It's definitely something, again, you know, that will really show, you know, what the PSP is capable of as a console. So looking forward to it. Next, we've got something that I've been wanting to get for a long time, but now I have my Xbox One. It's more of a motivation to have bought it. And that is Star Wars Battlefront 2. Obviously, when this first came out, you know, microtransactions and stuff like that, EA being EA, they made it so everyone disliked this game. You know, it was awful, and they've like with other games, you know, this game became a game that's now classed as a good game. You know, it's something that they fixed, something that they've taken care of to make it good, and that's a great thing. But you know, apparently the campaign isn't that great. And obviously the first new Star Wars Battlefront game didn't have a campaign anyway. But I'm looking forward to playing this. You know, I've looked at some of the gameplay, and I love the graphics, especially now if they've definitely fixed it and stuff like that. So really happy to pick that up. Next we have got something pretty new. Actually, no, I say pretty new. It's probably not now, but that is Star Wars Squadrons. On the Xbox One. So a lot of people, like true Star Wars fans, will like this, but there are some that won't, my brother being one of them. So I think the thing is that unless you've played like the ones where you're in a ship before, like Rogue Squadron 2, and the other ones like that, you know, you won't have the same respect for the game, because you know, if you've only played the ones where you're a Jedi, or you've played like, I don't know, Clone Wars, where you're like in a ship, or you're in a tank, or you know, you're just walking around, you know, you will not know that. You will not you won't know, you know, about this side of Star Wars and go that you're actually going to games. Not like you won't know, you know, they're in ships and stuff, because obviously you watch Star Wars, but like this one, you know, it's different because you've got like the view from the cockpit. I don't know if you can change that to like to where you're just in the ship, you can see the ship, or not. I don't actually 100% know. Let me know in the comments if you do know. But again, you know, I know from playing the little bit of Rogue Squadron 2 on GameCube that I played, but obviously I've stopped now because now I've got the N64. I'm going to play the first one first and then go back and play that one. But I probably will. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave it as is on my game, or if I'm just going to literally play it from the beginning again. I may just do that, just for consistency. But again, you know, I really do love these Star Wars games, because again, you know, yes, you love playing as Jedi and stuff like that, you know, Knights of the Old Republic, Jedi Outcast, Jedi Academy, Fallen Order. But, you know, there's a different other side to Star Wars that some Star Wars game players may not be into, but I urge you to give it a go, because like a lot of people, I do enjoy these games too, so I do recommend it, and other games like it. Right, next we've got 5 games that, again, I'm just going to ignore the fact that they're all sequel games and I probably shouldn't have bought them yet, but again, they were cheap, they were easy to get, and they're ones I'm definitely know I'm going to play. So we'll start with the obvious one being Grand Theft Auto 4. I got the 5th one with my PS3 because it's the PS3, it's the GTA 5 edition. So, and I've obviously got Vice City, San Andreas, 3rd one. You know, so why am I not going to pick this one up now? I know I'm going to play the GTA games. You know, I've completed GTA 3 now. Vice City will be next at some point, and so on. So I'm obviously going to pick this up. Thankfully, like, you know, like I've said before, if the manual's not in there and stuff like that, I won't buy it. But luckily, not only did it have the manual in there, but it's also got the, I don't know if you see, it's also got the map as well. So you got the manual and the map was already in the case. They did have 2 copies, and both of them did have the map and the manual inside, but this one was better condition. You know, I always go for the better condition looking ones, just so I don't have to replace the case or anything like that. So yeah, GTA 4. That'll be lovely. Where should we go next? I think next we will go with Ninja Gaiden 2. Playing the first Ninja Gaiden, again, haven't completed it yet. May again just go back and start from the beginning. I think I'm gonna stop saying I'm gonna, if I am, whether or not I am gonna do it, and just say that's what I'm gonna do with all the games. I'm just gonna do that. No other questions asked. But playing it, like, I love ninja games, samurai games, stuff like that. That's like a really good thing for me. I love that thing more than I like shooting games. I love hand-to-hand combat games, samurai games, ninja games, like I've said. You know, stuff like this is amazing. I love it, and I know how hard Ninja Gaiden is. Like, just playing the little bit I did, it was quite frustrating in some respects. But obviously, that was only a little taste of what it has to offer. So I'm going to play that. I'm going to play Ninja Gaiden Black. Actually, while I'm on the subject, please let me know in the comments if there is a distinct difference between Ninja Gaiden on the first Ninja Gaiden on the original Xbox and Ninja Gaiden Black. Like, because I've read different things, like it's the same game, or Black has different things in it and stuff like that. Like, I want to know, you know, what's the difference, and, you know, is there a big difference between them or not? I don't know. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing this. Again, this was another game that was, again, it was quite expensive. I remember when it was like £12, something like that, but this was £1 now, and it's like, again, it's one of those games where you go, oh my god, of course I'm going to buy it, because it's only £1. And it's like, obviously it's only going to get, never going to like change, the price isn't really going to change anytime, so it doesn't matter when I pick it up. So I'm going to get it, and I know I'm going to like it. It's going to be brutal, probably, but I'm going to like it anyway. Next, so now we've played Far Cry Instincts on the original Xbox, and Far Cry Instincts Predator will be next. It's time to start getting the other Far Cries, especially. So we picked up Far Cry 2. Again, £1. Why not? Just pick it up. Doesn't matter. Didn't actually realise this, but obviously not only did it have the manual inside, but I didn't know that it actually came with, if I can get it out, came with a map. Oh dear. Outtakes. Yeah, I didn't realise it actually came with the map inside, so a map in general, so that's quite interesting. But yeah, you know, again, it's just like, I'm looking. I'm going to stop saying I'm looking forward to playing these games, because of course I am. I've not played them before, so I'm definitely going to be interested in playing them. But no, it's. I don't know a lot about this one. I know a bit about some of the future games, but I don't really know a lot about this one. So definitely be interesting to see what it's like. And then last 2 games. The first one. Not to everybody's taste because of how the franchise, in the direction the franchise went with this, but it's Final Fantasy 13. Again, like, I know for sure that I'm going to play the Final Fantasy series, except 11 and 14. Don't care. But anyway, you know, and I've seen my brother play this like twice, and playing, you know, watching him play it, you know, it's so different, and getting like the paradigm shifts and getting the understanding of the paradigm shifts and stuff like that is really quite unique. And that's something that, when I watched him play it, the last time he played it, like last year, it was like, I was like, I don't know what's going on. How do the paradigm shifts work and stuff like that? What's good about it? But no, like, just in general, again, like I said before, in comparison to one of the bits I was watching him on, that was a prime example of a beautiful surrounding. Like I said before in my last video about The Wanted, or was it at the beginning of this video? He's gone crazy, potentially. But anyway, you know, there's such a nice environment as well, and I really like it. Obviously, most people's criticism of this was that the first kind of that bridge bit was just like one long grind and voice break, one long grind, and it was just like people kind of gave up after that, or gave up during that. But I think you've got to persevere. If you want to get to the good bits, you just have to persevere with it. Especially, and yeah, it's definitely different. And this one also obviously has the lightning returns and whatnot, and it's just like, well, again, that was like, they're not classed as great ones in the series, but I'm the kind of person that I want to experience them just so I, can pick and give my own opinion on it. So that's that, and then the last game is even further into the future. Still a long way away from playing it, but again, watching my brother play it, looked a great game, the atmosphere, everything about it, and I really want to take on the giant turtle. So, if you know what I'm talking about, and that is Final Fantasy 15. Final Fantasy 13 was only £3, this was only £5. Again, it's cheap, and it's something that's worth it. It's like, I don't think my brother ever fought the giant turtle, but I like the idea of the challenge. I love like big creature feature type stuff, so I'm really looking forward to that bit. But in general, it looks such an amazing game, and like having the bits where you can listen to the tracks from the old Final Fantasy games. Like, I'll appreciate that more than I did watching my brother play it, because I'll have played and been through all of those games and listening to all the music. But it's so good, and I really do look forward to playing it. Obviously, there's that bit that nobody likes where, you're just kind of, I think it's chapter 13, I believe. Don't quote me on that, I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, definitely something that is very exciting. Definitely something that, however many Final Fantasy games there are going to be by the time I finally get to play this game, who knows? But I suppose the next question is, would I play the Final Fantasy VII Remake? And the answer is no, not right now, or even after I get to this bit, because, people who have played the Final Fantasy VII Remake are mostly the people who played Final Fantasy as a kid. So, they're the ones who played the originals and loved them, and again, it's the same with any other remake or remaster. All the people that are really enjoying playing them are the people who have played it before, played the original versions. But I've only just played Final Fantasy VII to completion about a year ago, just under a year ago or so. So I'm not going to play it like first hand, or I'm not going to go all into it, especially when it's now split into two games and something different. It's quite different. So I'm going to take my time with it and, just leave it be, I think, for now. So that is it for another pickups video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about the games that I've picked up and all the other stuff I've picked up. I'm going to keep doing more of these now, especially obviously with shops being open. One thing I really want to do, which is definitely going to be one of my next videos, hopefully soon, is my retro game hunting at Retro Games HQ in Swindon. I'm so looking forward to doing that video. I'm just getting to show you guys what it's like in there if you haven't been there before. Everything you can do, everything you can buy, exactly what to expect when going in there, looking at how it's displayed, and just the whole atmosphere and experience in general. I love it every time I go there. Ever since I discovered it in March 2019, I just haven't looked back. It's so great. I really love supporting independent places just because, they're the ones that do it so differently from everybody else, and they're the ones that, unlike CEX who try and do it, the independent stores have much more passion for what they do, and they have so much more energy, and they really do, give it all to customer service and everything like that. I've never had a bad experience going to CP at Retro Games HQ. I've never had a bad experience there ever. It's always been helpful. He's always been helpful. I've managed to get so much from him. I've still got so much to get from him. Someone went recently and did a video, and again, I got to see where he's put the new arcade stands and all that other stuff. It looks so great. I can't wait to go back there and film a video and just show you guys. It's just going to be so amazing. I can't tell you. And you've got to support your independent stores no matter what. you know, I think again you just have to. It's something that, you know, they are so different and all for the good reasons, for the right reasons. So definitely check them out. Anyway, guys, enough about that. Hit that like button, subscribe down below with notifications turned on for my latest videos. Thank you very much for watching and subscribing. Enjoy the rest of your day, whatever it is you're doing. And as always, my friends, take care of yourselves.